Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hi, guys. Welcome back. My name is Heather Hope, and this is the Inspired Entrepreneur podcast. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been with me since day one, you're awesome. You're all awesome. So thank you. I love the comments. I love the insights that you're getting. I love the feedback. So please continue with the feedback. Thank you for the likes and all that good stuff. So, what should we do today? Today is October, what is today? October 15th, correct? Okay. Today is October 15th. Awesome. So if you are just listening to me for the first time, I am a law of attraction business coach, spiritual business teacher is kind of what I'm leaning towards now. Mentor, teacher, inspirational writer, and speaker. So I've got my podcast. I've got this book, The Inspired Entrepreneur. It's 366 days of inspiration for the entrepreneur. So it's anybody who's self-employed, who is all into the law of attraction, specifically. This is where I get all of my law of attraction knowledge is and when I say only, think of bold font, bold capital letters. Only. I only get my law of attraction teachings from infinite intelligence, from source, channeled sources, let's say, and my own connection. Because that's where it all comes from, is my own connection. But I get very inspired. So a lot of almost everything I write is just inspired by something that I've read, but it won't be anything it's weird. I can't even explain it. But from Abraham Hicks was my primary person source. Sanaya Roman is amazing, wonderful. I have 6 of her books sitting on my desk right now. Love her. I gotta find her somewhere. She's not as out there. She's been around as long as Esther Hicks channeling. It's so cool. Like a whole bunch of they're like OGs of of channeling, and I just got into this like 2 years ago. So, and then Bashar, and I love Bashar. So, and I think Bashar has been around for a long time too. So it's pretty cool. So that's literally only where I get my information from. I do not follow or get anything from. Occasionally I'll pick up a Facebook Live or something from someone that I've followed in the past that has a very close message to like Abraham or something, who's really almost there fully with Abraham. But at this point it's pretty much 99% infinite intelligence, because that is what I consider to be the truth. So okay, enough of that. Let's jump into it. So this is a daily podcast. It's going to end up being a video podcast soon once I get the book in my hands. I don't know if I'll do it before then. I might. We'll see how. I'm thinking about moving my desk again. I keep moving my desk. I feel like Esther now with moving furniture. I've moved my desk so many times. I keep moving it to one side, to the other side, in front of the window. It's just crazy. So now I've been feeling inspired to move my desk, and I probably should just go do it as soon as we're done here. It's just I won't have as good of a view as I have right now, so I don't understand. But anyway, I think I've been preparing to do video for a few weeks now, like things that I've been noticing that I'm doing. And I realized, oh, you're preparing to do video, Heather. It came to me like, oh, yeah, you're preparing. It's like the next natural thing. The next logical step is to do video. And I'm feeling it. And specifically, I was thinking Facebook Live, but specifically YouTube. I love YouTube more than I love Facebook Live or Facebook. So here we are. So I'm going to do this as a video podcast soon. So I'll probably just do them back to back and post them just like I do now, because I don't do these. Well, I don't do these the day of. I never have done that, but I do them a day or a few days ahead of time. So I'll probably, do I need to change my clothes every time I have a new episode? Let me know in the comments section if I need to change my shirt every episode. I probably do, don't I? Anyway, okay, so let's jump into October 15th. Okay, my number one priority is to feel good. I'm reading it, guys. My number one priority is to feel good. This is legit. This is how I live my life. My number one priority is to feel good. Now, if you know my history a little bit, I talk about it occasionally, that I had, major depression with suicidal thoughts for over 20 years. Really challenging life I had. And I don't have that anymore. But so now looking back, it's like, no, my number one priority is feeling good. And hearing Abraham talk about that, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. I'm on board with this. And I see the benefit and I see what I did in the past. So when I feel good, my day goes really well. When my day goes really well, I am happy. When I feel happy, I build the momentum and feel excited about life. When I feel excited about life, I see new paths to go down. This is so true. When I feel excited about life, I see new paths to go down. When I see new paths to go down, I feel good. I repeat this daily as much as possible. This is the key to life right here. This is the key to a happy life, is to focus on feeling good. Unconditionally. Like you can look at things conditionally and feel good, like my dog and my husband and, stuff like that. Eating something that's really yummy. It's conditional, which is totally fine. It's totally fine to be conditional on stuff like that or to focus on something that gives you joy, but also know that you can feel good no matter what. So, how do you feel good? Well, as soon as I wake up in the morning, as soon as I'm conscious, I start basking in my bed. So I'm like, oh, I love my pillow. I love my sheets. I love my bed. I feel good. I start there. And I'm like, okay, today's going to be a really good day. Something cool is going to happen today. I start there. In the past, my dog just came in. In the past, I would start my day off with anxiety, with not dreading the day, with dreading being awake, just not in a good mood. And now, because the momentum is so strong in the other direction, I can start my day feeling really good and then just continue with thoughts. So instead of like, oh my God, I've got too much to do today. Oh my gosh, I got up too late. Oh my gosh, I slept bad. You know what I mean? Like waking up, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. See, there's a great example. This is what normal humans do. And let me know. Well, I don't want to know if you do it because I don't want you to keep reaffirming this. But when you wake up and become like you're not in a good mood, so you say the phrase, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, right? And so a lot of normal humans out there will continue that story all day. They'll say, oh yeah, I'm in a bad mood because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I had a bad night's sleep. So anytime I have a bad night's sleep, it happens. Completely happens. It happened like almost 6 nights out of 7 in Mexico. The first night I was there, I slept like a log. It was bizarre, and the rest of the week sucked. So anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. But and then the first night back here was like the best sleep ever. Oh my gosh, it was like the contrast was so beautiful. The contrast between that bed and my bed was just, it made me appreciate my bed a million times more. It was so nice. But the days that the nights that I don't sleep very well, I might say it one time. I usually will say it one time to my husband because it's typically because he's, because of him. But, and then if it comes to my mind later on, like I have an urge to say it again or say it to someone else, I stop myself and I don't say it. And I continue to do that. I continue to stop repeating the story that I don't want to keep living. That's a habit to get into. So you got to stop with the stories. Like, this is why I unfollow people on Facebook all the time, because they continue stories and then they complain and all this stuff about, like, why don't I have a boyfriend yet, or why can't I find a good person, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, go check your Facebook page. Go read. I can point out all the reasons why you don't have a boyfriend. I can point it out right now. You know what I mean? So I unfollow those people because I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, not sorry. I don't want to hear it. It's like I'm done with people complaining. Like, I never want to hear anyone complain. And I especially don't want to hear myself complain, because it literally does no good. It does no good to complain about anything. Like, what does that do? You know what I mean? What does that do in your life to complain about something? Now, if you stop yourself and say, okay, wait a minute, what do I want? And start picturing the things that you do want. Like, oh gosh, I remember the first night coming back, I had the best night's sleep. And relive that. You know what I mean? Just do it to yourself, with yourself. You say, for me, that first night coming back from Mexico, like, my bed felt like it was 100 more pillows. It was so comfortable. And I just, when I woke up in the morning, I was just, I felt like I was in heaven, you know, whatever that feels like the best possible sleep ever, and the best bed. Like, my bed's never felt that good. That's the story that I want to keep living, right? So that's the story I need to keep repeating and go basking in and remembering. Because if I continue down the road of, oh my God, blah, 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 right? That's what I'm continuing to live. So let's go back. My number one priority is to feel good. So I start that in the first, as soon as I wake up. I start saying things and I start appreciating things, because I know whatever I appreciate will appreciate. And I swear to goodness, if I hear one more person talking about gratitude, I don't want to say that, but especially Abraham follower, you can tell it's really funny. I've met so many people on this journey who, especially ones who are coaches and teachers, who are all into law of attraction. I meet them. And they say they love Abraham Hicks. Oh, they're listening to them all the time, blah, blah, blah. But then I listen to them or I read their posts, and it's like, that is like, so what Abraham says not to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I only follow channeled sources. That's literally the reason. Because humans keep interjecting all kinds of other fields like psychology and pop psychology and everybody's opinion and their own beliefs and their truths of what manifests in their life. Like, they interject all this stuff that creates a false premise. Like, when you listen to Abraham's recordings, there's so many things that they have to first lay the groundwork with, because there's so many things that people go into the hot seat and Abraham's like, okay, so there's a bunch of false premises here. And that's kind of like what I do with my clients all the time. I pinpoint the false premise, because I've done my homework on this of Abraham, and it's like, I hear the false premise because I've researched nearly every single topic available with Abraham, and to truly understand how the universe works. That's what I tell people all the time. Really dig into this, dig into it, and then you'll know how the world works. Then you know how the universe works. It's not about writing affirmations 55 times a day for 5 days. That is so surface level law of attraction. It drives me crazy. Dig into the information, and then you understand how the world works. And then everything's so much easier. Then you manifest so much easier. It's like, this stuff is super easy. It's just there's so many people running around making it more complicated. So those are the people I do not follow. I don't follow them because they're making people crazy and making things harder and spreading things that are just not true. That's my thing. So anyway, so I start at the beginning of the day. At the end of the day, when I'm about to fall asleep, I will say some nice things like, I'm going to have a really great night's sleep. This is going to be wonderful. I'm going to wake up refreshed. I'm going to wake up, during a certain time, at a certain time, by a certain time. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm always making sure that my awareness is on the positives. Like I'm making sure my mind is not wandering off somewhere that it used to go. And that's just practice, daily practice of doing that. Okay. So let me read this. My number one priority is to feel good. When I feel good, my day goes really well. When my day goes really well, I am happy. When I feel happy, I build a momentum and feel excited about life. When I feel excited about life, I see new paths to go down. When I see new paths to go down, I feel good. I feel good. I repeat this daily as much as possible. So the really key here is when I feel happy, I build a momentum and feel excited about my life. When I feel excited about life, I see new paths to go down. That's really cool. That's like really cool. And as a business owner, that's all you want. You want to see the path. That's a weird word to say, where your business can go. That's where you get the daydream. That's where you get the inspiration. That's where you get the vision of where your business can go. You get to see, your imagination, your daydream, the thing that pops in your mind, the vision, the thought, the new thought of where your business could go. That is a peek inside your vortex of like, oh, I hadn't thought of that before. You only get that when you're feeling good. You only get that when you're feeling good. So that is why my number one priority is to feel good. Because I know when I feel good, I'm going to feel inspired. When I feel good, I'm going to get led down the path. When I feel good, I'm going to pick up on the inspiration. I'm going to get the message. I'm going to get all of that. That's the vital information that we all want. We want that. You want that. So feel happy. Take control of your mind. Don't allow your mind to go idle. Fill it with good things. Appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. Appreciate. The sun came up. There's an abundance. There's abundance all around you. Go outside. You were blessed with the sun coming up this morning. Just everything that you can appreciate it. Like these flowers are so beautiful. The sunrise was beautiful this morning. I love my bed, making my bed. I'm like, I love my bed. I felt inspired to mop my bathroom floor today. I've been wanting to do it, but I felt inspired at such a weird moment this morning. And I'm like, I was happy. Like, yes, I wanted to do this. This is what we were talking about. What was it yesterday about feeling inspired to do certain things in your business? Get happy and you're going to feel inspired. Get excited about your business and where it's going, and you'll be inspired to do the things that you haven't wanted to do before. You'll be inspired, and once you become inspired to do something, excited, interested to do something, do it. Do it. Don't kill it with your doubt. Just do it. Okay, guys, I'm going to go join my Soul Aligned Business Academy. I'm going to start talking about it at the beginning because it's really cool. Join it. You can have me in your back pocket. We have this group of really amazing people that are self-employed business owners, entrepreneurs, restaurant owners, online coaches. Who else is in this group? We have a chef. We have a former actress. We have... who else? We have a bunch of online coaches. We have real estate agents. We have just, you name it. You name it, I've probably worked with that particular field. So if you have a business, you're self-employed in any way, and are into law of attraction, Abraham Hicks, all these things, join us. It's also tax deductible. Remember, as a business owner, to get as many tax deductions as you can. And this is one of them. And it's very low cost for the next 100 people to join is only going to be $47 a month. So, and there's a bonus if you pay in full for the year. And a lot of my members have paid for the year. So, and then they continue to pay for the next year. It's really cool. So check it out. The link is down below. If you want more information just in general, click on the other link, which is the 7 things to stop doing in your business to grow with the law of attraction, something like that. Pick up that PDF. Check that out. In the back of that PDF will be the success journey for my group. But ultimately, the most important part, I mean, you get access to all of my previous lessons and the path to manifestation, my course, all of that. You get the access to that right away, but you also get me. Like, it's the only place that I pretty much answer questions. It's just pretty much the only place. It's the only way to work with me at this point is to go through my membership, to go through my academy. And then you've got me. I've got you, and I can answer all your questions and help you out and give you support and inspiration. And right now we're doing daily things in the group. And yeah, so check us out. Okay, guys, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.